So welcome everyone. This is our I'll be here. Yep. This is our aerobic interval training class. So for today's session, we have 6 sets, 6 groups. Each group has 3 exercises, and each group we're doing 2 rounds. Okay, so last week we started with 35 seconds of active, 30 seconds of active work, 20 seconds recovery. Today, as I mentioned last week, we're increasing 5 seconds and so forth. So 5 seconds might not seem like a lot, but um, by week 6 or 7, we'll be closer to a minute. And then those last 4 weeks, we'll keep at that minute mark. So we're really pushing ourselves on Thursdays. Okay. So with that being said, let's start with, I'm just going to start my activity tracker now because, let me see. Yeah, started now just so we can see how much we start burning. So we might go through like a quicker warm up right now. Just try to get most of the main movements. And with that being said, since we're going through a quicker warm up, the first set we'll treat it still as part of our warm up, but we'll incorporate it up and down. I asked the students that are graduating if they have family or friends, let's go trunk rotation. And if they're gonna celebrate after the ceremony, and they are just responding now, so just trying to make sure that all of them have something going on and not just treating today like any other day. So whoever doesn't have anything going on, I'll probably take them out to go eat or something. It's not like you graduate every day, so just making sure they remember today. Have circles. Also gives me an excuse to be a fatty today, a little foodie. Oh, always I'll never say no to trying a new restaurant. So yesterday I had big hula hoops. I had chicken tikka masala for the first time. I've never had that before. I've heard of it many times, but I had it and it was delicious. So, ooh, so just big hip circles. Good group right now. Welcome back, Debbie. Switch. And in between sets, we'll go with 1 minute rest. I think we'll keep it 1 minute rest between everything. Usually I do 2 minutes between supersets or giant sets, but just because I'm a little short on time today, um, we'll go with the 1 minute. Okay, and then just standing hip openers. Just open up the hips. And we start off with pretty light exercises, so we should be fine. Recording should be up later this afternoon as I pretty much gonna run into the shower after this and uh, yeah, just head to the school. So a reminder, tomorrow we meet at 7:30 morning. Um, then just deep squat. And then on Saturday, will be just a video recording, no live session on Saturday. Yep. So yeah, so warm up usually burn about 15 to 20 calories alone just on warming up. So not too bad. These are poppy. Okay, let's get this going. All right, so first set, it's gonna be cross high knees. Cross high knees. First movement, cross hammies or heels to opposite glute, and then side pulses. Okay, so remember, rounds are now 5 seconds longer, and recovery are gonna be I don't know why that changed. But yeah, recovery should be 20 seconds, okay? So if you folks are ready, we'll begin in three, two, oh, 1 second. This clock helps me. Where's my remote? Let me find my remote. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. All right. So we'll start in three, two, one, go. So just right here. So knee comes to opposite hip. And we're doing 35 seconds. 6 times 3, 6 sets or 6 groups times 3 exercises. That's 18 times 2 rounds, 36. So we're doing 36 different working sets here. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Again, just kind of still warming up, 20 seconds rest. You'll hear the beep or the bell when it's time. 10 seconds. So remember, now it's heel to opposite glute. Right here. Ready? Okay, go. So 35 seconds right here. Yeah, so lesson learned. Don't have coffee and a ginger shot within 5 minutes. I probably wouldn't even have it within like 2 hours. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, time. All right. Keep that going, 20 seconds rest. Remember, side pulses, it's like a halfway lunge and shoulders coming up. If you have a light dumbbell, you can hold the dumbbell and lift it up, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. We're going 10 more seconds. So these are quick. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, so this is where we get our 1 minute rest. Okay, so remember, cross knees. On this one, you could go a little bit quicker with like a skip if you're able to. The skip is going to provide you to get on your toes more, which is going to activate your calf muscle. So if you want nice calves, then yeah, try to do the skip. Heel to glutes. We'll do the same, but once you get the rhythm, incorporate your arms. So we're stretching out your pecs, your chest, your shoulders with that. And then the lunges, just maybe have a dumbbell ready so we could work. Maybe if it's like a 3, 4, 5 pound dumbbell. Okay. And of course, have your water handy. 10 seconds. And we're working for 35 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. I'm not running today, so I gotta try to burn as many calories with this workout. Today's my easy day. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. 20 seconds. So remember, arms, heels to opposite glute. All right. Ready? Three, two, one. Time. You got you got Cherise, Olivia, Josefina, Milam, Debbie, Sherry, Lisa, Karina, Teresa, Miss Wynn, Carmen, Josefina, and Ramon. Nice. Good attendance. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Time. Whew. Side pulses. 20 seconds. Everyone good so far? Remember, if you're still warming up, just kind of take the movements a little slower. Okay, go. Side pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, folks. We'll do 90 seconds. So we got cherry pickers. We're gonna try a new one today. At least for the second round, okay? So cherry pickers. Throw cherry pickers right here. Just reaching. But we could try a different one. So if you see, I have my 5-pound dumbbells here. We're gonna go down, lift, down, lift, down, drop, down, drop. Okay, so you're holding, you're picking up. But that's gonna be for our second round, okay? So if you wanna do that, have that ready. Cherry pickers, side step jack. Just remember the modified jumping jack. And standing crossed toe taps. Standing, so right hand to left foot and opposite. Okay, so that's a nice, huge posterior chain stretch. So posterior chain is just how all the muscles in your back that work well together. Okay, 20 seconds. All right, so remember cherry pickers just here. So you fully extend up and repeat. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 10 more seconds. So just go at your own pace. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. Side step jack. Just remember here and here. Okay. So, and again, if this one's an easy one for you, they do jumping jacks, but we do have jumping jacks on the following rounds. So, yeah, you might be okay with just the side step jacks. Okay, go. 35 seconds. Ready? 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Sorry, that glitch. Standing to cross toe tap. So here, opposite. Okay. Got 12 seconds rest. Ooh, I hope parking's not crazy for this graduation. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, 1 minute. So this is our 1 minute rest. And this is where you could try the new variation of the cherry pickers. So remember, you grab one weight, come up, grab the other weight, come up, and bend over, drop it, and then just repeat that cycle. Okay. Ooh, you warm. I'm at 75 calories right now. What do you have, Carmen? For anyone else with fitness trackers?
Only 61.
Oh, come on.
And
We got
62.
62. Okay, maybe mine is off. Maybe it's because I'm talking a lot. 10 more seconds. Good job, everyone. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Is anyone confused with the weights? Hopefully you're not. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good job. Did anyone have a hard time with those? Everyone was good. All right, side step jack. You good, Josefina? Okay, go. Did anyone go to Taco Tuesday on Tuesday?
You have to go?
Did you go? I tried. I really tried to find people to go. I feel guilty going by myself, but no one wanted to go with me, so that's probably a good thing. 10 more seconds.
There are good over there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Number 2, second round of our standing cross toe taps. Okay, good. 10 more seconds. Have my lifting workout after the graduation. I'll see how motivated I am to do that. Ready? Hands up. And if I don't do my workout by like 11 in the morning, the chances of me actually doing the workout later in the day drop dramatically. So we'll see. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ninety seconds rest. All right. This one's a lot of lateral movement. So again, lateral means to your sides. So jumping jacks, even just your legs going in and out, you're getting like a a Jane Fonda sensation on your legs. Curtain closers, remember you turn, you punch, and you pull. Okay. And then ice skaters, um, you could go back here, or you could do more of like a jump. Okay. So it's either one. Main idea is to shift your weight to one leg. So that's what we're doing with ice skaters. You got 45 seconds. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good. Teresa, Sherry, Lisa, Neelam, how are you folks doing? Livia,
Doing great. Out of breath.
there you go. All right, so pace yourself. We don't want to end up on the floor at the end of the workout, but we do want to feel accomplished. All right, 12 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Jumping jacks. All right, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. 20 seconds rest. All right, so this is, what's that? Okay, curtain closers. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And punch, reach. You see how my legs are turning slightly? Just keep it going. Ignore that bell. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right, ice skaters. Okay, so remember this one, it's either a little lunge or you can do a big hop. Okay, remember the big hops are gonna put a little bit more stress on your quad, your ankle, and your knee. So if you have some knee pain, just maybe try the just lunging side to side lightly. Ready, go, 35 seconds. Almost feel like an ice skater, hence the name. 12 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, 1 minute rest. All right. How are you doing, Olivia?
I'm doing okay. I love this class.
Okay, good. Ah, that's such a nice feeling as an instructor. If someone was like, I hate this class, I'm like, get out of here.
No.
I'm
Esto
just
está bueno
kidding.
ahora, Julio. Está
I'm
bueno
just
ahora.
kidding.
Está bueno hoy, Julio. Así, está bien.
Okay, está bien. Yeah. I mean, there's days I don't want to do it, but those are days where I get poor sleep, I'm really sore, or just something overwhelming is going on. But Julian tells me I have a stinky breath, so ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Jumping jacks. 35 seconds. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds rest. Curtain closers are next. 2 more exercises and then we're halfway through the workout. So I think we're gonna burn the workouts less and we're gonna burn more because we're getting about overall about 5 or 6 minutes less of recovery time. Ready? Okay, go. Curtain closers. Twelve more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Jersey Mike's is sending me text messages. See, that's the temptation I have to deal with. When you get reward points on these applications for food, about once a day you get text messages about deals. 3, 2, 1. Ice skaters. Remember, this one's not so much that it's a fast movement, but I do want you to drop your hips. Because when you do your hips drops, that's almost like doing a single leg squat. So you're putting all that pressure on that quad and your ankle. A good balance movement too. 12 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oof, 90 seconds rest. What's next? What's next? Okay, so this one's a little bit more challenging. So we got inchworm. Okay, so that's a hand walk out into a plank. And then we have duck walk. So I think last time we did the duck walk, that's when we try to get low. And you just kind of walk in this motion, okay? We used to do the escalator motion too, so you could do that if your knees feel funky with that. So the escalator would be like if you're going down an escalator behind a wall. So you're just gonna slowly drop down, then come back up. So every step forward, you're going a little bit lower. So you could do the duck walk or this one, and then lateral shuffle. Let's just find the longest area in your room, and then just kind of shuffle side to side. Okay. So I know I have a few folks that there's 2 of you in the same space, so just make sure you don't crash into each other. All right, so 35 seconds. We have about 15 seconds left. Halfway through the workout. I'm at 153 calories right now. I get to close to 300 calories today. All right. Ready? Inchworms. Okay, go. 35 seconds. Twenty more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Duck walk is next. We'll start in 20 seconds. Is everyone sweating? I'm sweating. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Duck walk. So duck walk or escalator. So I'm just in this low one. And if we have some knee pain, just try to go as low as you can. And then just try to walk If you're really good on your hips and your knees, then try to go as low as you can. You see I'm going in reverse too. You got 12 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Lateral shuffle. So we need some space on this one. So remember, this one you could do a walking motion. If we're a little tired, if you have more energy, then try to do like the skip. Almost like you're doing a line dancing at a party. Okay, go. Just going all over my room. I feel like that one cowboy song should be playing on this one right now. Caballo rojo. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, so this is where you get 90 seconds rest. One minute rest on this one, actually. Back to inchworm. Are any of you, like if they start playing those line dancing songs, let's give me a thumbs up if you get on the floor and start dancing. I feel like Josefina and Carmen, Debbie would be on the Cherise too. Miss Wynn might have some line dancing shoes just to dance.
I have no dancing shoes, that's why.
Maybe you have some colorful ones with like little ribbons. 10 more seconds. Oh, see, Josefina, I knew you had to. Josefina, you have some boots, huh? With your spurs. Everyone knows you're coming to the dance floor when you're coming with your boots. Ready? Inchworms. Fifteen more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Duck walks. Good job, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Go. So stay low. And then come back. As low as we can. Right, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Lateral shuffle. 10 seconds. Woo. Almost done with set number 4. 3, 2, 1. Go. Just gonna stay on the same line.
Reading.
And then it picks up, and then everyone starts falling apart because it's going way too fast. And then people are crashing to each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 200 calories. I've hit 200. Okay. That means I could have one extra taco today. So sad. 80 seconds to go. So we have bunny hops. So first round, we're gonna do bunny hops. Actually, we'll skip the bunny hops. We're gonna do the hopscotch motion. So if you've been with me before, we go out, in, then forward and back. So you guys remember that one? We used to do it before. We'll do that. If that seems too confusing, then just give me some bunny hops. Okay? Then we're gonna do mountain climbers. Mountain climbers. And then after that, we have walking lunges. So grab your dumbbells. And we're gonna do lunges. If you don't have dumbbells, and we're just gonna do body weight. Okay? So 25 seconds to go. Everyone's doing good. 210 calories. So that's the nice part about these workouts is even when you're recovering, your body's still trying to cool off. So the way it cools off is by cooling down, burning calories to cool down your body. So ready? And what do we have first? I forgot. Bunny hops. So bunny hops are hopscotch. And if you're doing the hopscotch, just try to alternate what foot goes forward for one of them, and then what foot goes back for the other. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds rest. All right, this one's a little bit more challenging. This is our mountain climbers. Okay, so get in a plank position, and we're gonna bring our knees to our chest. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Keep moving, don't stop, 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. Yeah, those will get you going. Walking lunges. So again, dumbbells at your side. Lunge, lunge, lunge. Okay. If the walking lunging motion is too much, you could do just like a reverse lunge and alternate. Okay. Ready and go. Thirteen more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Getting after it on this workout. 1 minute. 230 calories. Catch your breath. I think this is this workout and Monday's workout. I don't think I get my heart rate as high as these workouts. Even when I go out on my runs, this is like the highest my heart rate gets throughout the week. So Yeah, hopefully you guys are challenging yourself. 20 seconds. Everyone's still alive. We have 10 seconds. Bunny hops. Everyone's quiet. I'm hoping everyone's alive. Ready? Okay, go. Let's go, bunny hops. Bunny hops. So again, just your heels off the ground. Really activating your calves. My calves don't grow for as much as calf workouts I try to do. They just don't get any bigger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. I've gotten compliments on my arms and my shoulders lately, but then my friends tell me that my calves are left behind, that I still have chicken legs. So sad. All right, here we go. Mountain climbers, 35 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Walking lunges. And we have one more round after this. 250 calories. Oh. 3, 2, 1, go. 35 seconds of walking lunges. Got 12 more seconds. And time. All right, 90 seconds rest. This is our last one, okay? So we have power jacks. Power jacks a little bit challenging. So power jacks so I'll give you two options. You could do power jacks where you're low and you're standing here, or you could do pop squats where you do this motion. Okay, so pop squats or power jacks. Then over the line. So if you could imagine a line on the floor, or if there is a line, what I want you to do is we're still working on your balance, then both of your feet just kind of hop over the line. If you have good balance, then on this first round, we'll go with the right leg and just work with that right ankle. And the second round, we'll work with the left. And then high knee progression, that's going to be high knee march for 10 seconds. And then high knee skip. And then for 10 seconds, and then high knee run for the last 15 seconds, okay? Everyone's got that? So pop squats or power jacks in the first one. And we're doing 2 rounds, and then we are golden. 260 calories. Ready? Okay, go. I'm doing power jacks. Again, I'm staying low. 10 more seconds. Almost there. Everyone's feeling awesome. 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh, why does that feel like the hardest one yet? Okay, so the next one's over the line. So we're hopping over that line. So feet together, or just, and if you have good balance, let's just do that right foot one at a time. Only if you're really confident on your balance, okay? Ready? Okay, go. I'm just gonna go with feet together. And just side to side. That's also working on our calves, but it's also working on the lateral side of our ankles. And if we can't jump, then you could just kind of do it slowly. And if you get energy again, if you get tired, your calves are burning, and time. I need progression. On the next break after this one, let me know how everyone's feeling. I want to hear from everyone. If you don't unmute yourself, you have 10 burpees. So, ready? And this is our high knee progression. So just right here, high knees. All right, now we skip. 10 seconds of skipping. And now run. Try to run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. How's everyone feeling? Who wants to do burpees? How's everyone feeling?
Catching the
Bien,
breath.
hola. Todo bien, Julio, todo bien. Todo bien.
Okay. Oh, someone signed off. Someone was not happy.
What about a taco now?
I know. We might have a taco and you could add some guacamole now, but we're at 280. Okay. We still have about 15 seconds rest. Oof. All right, who's feeling dizzy? All right, let's take it easy. If we're feeling dizzy, maybe we'll skip one. And you could always, let's try the pop squats together. So everyone, if we're gonna go here. Yeah. And remember, if we're coming back from being sick or little sleep, then yeah, just listen to your body. We don't have to go all out. Maybe tomorrow we could get after it a little more. It'd be awesome if we could always feel like Superman or Superwoman, but our bodies need rest too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Over the line. 2 more. 2 more, everyone. Three, 2, 1, go. Just, and if you're a little tired, you can slow it down a little bit as we are trying to cool down our bodies. Seven more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. And my heart rate's booming right now. I need progression. Got up to like 160 on that one. Ready? Okay, go. I need progression. Last one. Almost there. Skip. And run. Three, two, one. Time. Woo. 310 calories for me. Miss Wynn, Carmen, what you folks get?
229.
251.
251. Okay.
229 here.
229. Oh, now we know who was sitting down for half the class. I'm just kidding. Ooh, good stuff. All right, so have a seat. I'm gonna do a brief cool down. I have a feeling I'm gonna jump in the shower. I'm gonna wash up. And then so sit on your left hand, right hand comes over. I'm gonna come out of the shower and I'm still gonna be sweating. It's okay. I don't want to miss most of the ceremony, but yeah, I think I just want to see the students after just to celebrate them. How's everyone feeling? Very
Are you
quiet.
alive?
Let's go ahead and grab our back rest and a gentle stretch. Neelam. All right. Glad to see a thumbs up.
I feel good.
All right, Olivia. Good. Yeah, if you have time, weather's nice out right now. So if you have time, I would say after we're done with the stretch, go for like a 5 or 10 minute walk around your block just to cool off a little bit. And then also it'd be a nice cool down just to naturally bring down your heart rate and not just suddenly. So, all right, folks, good stuff. Like I mentioned earlier in the week and yesterday, tomorrow I do have an early departure, so I do need to start at 7:30 tomorrow. If you can make it, awesome. If you can't make it, I'll have the video up by the 9 a.m. So our typical time. And then Saturday will be no live session. So Carmen, you had a question?
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, yeah, I
Nice
do have to
day.
go.
Bye,
Nice
everybody.
seeing you, Debbie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, folks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'll keep talking if I don't leave. So